All right, guys, Chewy, he's back with us, ready to get the game started between FaZe and Quantic Gaming. Now, Chewy, first off, welcome back, and I gotta get your predictions for tonight's matchup. Who do you think is gonna take it?
I knew you'd ask me this question, Reverend. I think it's going to be a difficult one. I haven't seen FaZe and Quantic play for quite a while, and of course the last time I actually saw Quantic play, they did have Sensor on the team, and now they do have Study there. I think FaZe are just maybe going to take it. I just think they're going to pip it at the end, and as you know, I am a big fan of Spacely, so I think in this first hardpoint game he's going to go off.
Well, I'm gonna have to agree with you there. I think FaZe, first off, they're going to be attending our Full Sail Invitational, where we have the best 4 teams attending there. So I'm going to have to give them a slight edge in tonight's pro scrim. And the first map that we're going to be seeing today, it's going to be hardpoint on the match standoff. And Chewy says we got to watch Spacely, so Spacely we will watch. Now, I love watching Spacely and capture the flag. He loves to be that sneaky beaver role, especially on standoff. Love to play in the back alleys, try to get behind enemy lines. And hardpoint, he's going to be the guy gunning it right inside the hardpoint. So we're going to see if he can pick up these initial kills. Spacely, let's see what the kid can do.
Yeah, but he's going to be rocking this NSMC straight off the bat. There's been a lot of controversy about SMGs recently. A lot of people getting heated on Twitter saying that, that Scorpion is really overpowered. So Spacely obviously choosing to go for that MSMC, as he is going to be rushing around that back alley section, going to already try and get control. Now, Revan, this is obviously quite an important thing, because you don't just want to concentrate on this first hill. You've got to start to think about getting those spawns ready for that second hill when you do go over to green.
And, the Scorpion, it's a really good gun in online gameplay, but we don't see it used much at LAN. So it looks like Spacely wants to stay consistent with what he's using online and what he's using at a LAN tournament. So the MSMC is going to have choice here as he's making his way back into the hardpoint. So far, it's been all Quantic game. Not only do they have the lead in overall points, they got the better setup for the next hardpoint, which is what it's all about. But as Spacely picks up a couple kills inside the hardpoint, now they're going to begin their rotation to the green hardpoint, where you already see Quantic Gaming. They are set up for this. It's going to be Assassin, their anchor, on your screen now, and he's about to get challenged from the anchor on FaZe. Huddle is lining up Assassin, but Assassin was able to get away for the time being. But here comes the FaZe guys. It looks like they're going to take control of the spawn.
Still, it's going to be something in that back alley section. That is Huddle has just been able to push into the hard point. Let's see if he can do some work. He does manage to take out Assassin there, so they have got control of the hard point. As you do see on your screen, that was 3 in control in the hardpoint hill, but Replays is going to be the only one on there. Spacely, though, on a 2-score streak right now. He's halfway to that Hellstorm missile. Does pick up a third. That was going to be Flawless, who goes down, getting himself even closer to that Hellstorm missile. Unfortunately, does get taken out.
Yeah, along comes Vengeance. He stops him just short there, but in return, Vengeance, he gets taken out just short of his own score streak. So moving into the second hardpoint here, it's kind of close between both these teams, and now it's going to be Study making his way towards that Hellstorm missile, finding 2 at the front door, able to clean up 1 if he gets the kill and the capture points. He would have gotten streaks there, but it's going to be Slacked, able to hold on for FaZe. And once again, it's all about the next hardpoint. We're moving over to the blue grandma's house. It's going to be Study leading the way for Quantic Gaming. Get some help from his teammate Assassin near the middle street. As Assassin falls, Study makes his way through, takes out Replays, and now it's going to be Quantic Gaming trying to get position over near the back A-bells, which will of course give him the better spawns for the current hardpoint as we make our way inside blue.
Still very close game between these two teams. You do see the score 32-29 as Study does pick up another kill there on the person in that blue area over by that blue van. So it looks like who's in that control of the hardpoint. It's actually going to be Replays in there as he does manage to take out. That was Study, and Study's getting a horrible spawn there over towards boxes, but nobody in control of the hardpoint too far. This is still a relatively close game, and we cannot call it so far, but it looks like Huddle's going to be the one in the hardpoint. Let's switch on board with him using that MA. Now he's running lightweight and tactical mask on that. What do you think about that class setup there, Evan?
Well, first things first, Huddle, he's now the anchor player for FaZe. So as the anchor player, I don't really think that you need lightweight on your class. Lightweight, it's more for the submachine gun guys so that they can move a bit quickly around the map. And as an anchor player, you're not going to be the first to rotate anymore. As the game has progressed, people have figured out that, we actually want to send our submachine guns to rotate first, clear out the pathway for the anchor players so that he could get there a lot safer and take control a lot easier, as we've already done all the dirty work. So usually we see anchors, they like to use flak jacket. Tac mask, I completely agree with. It won't slow him down any much on the rotation, and he won't get hindered by any stun grenades thrown his way. But if they're using trophy systems, which we see that Huddle is not, then they'll take a lot more greedier class because they can rely on those trophies to take out the lethals, to take out the tactical grenades. But Huddle, he's choosing to use, I believe he has an EMP. So the lightweight, I don't really like too much here. I would much prefer him to use flak jacket, but hey, if he's making it work, you can't really flak him.
Yeah, one thing that I have to say, I really like the way that FaZe pushed over towards that green section of the map. I do talk about it a lot, especially on standoff, obviously, is the way that you need to push as a team on that rotation for the next spawns. And he did manage to, well, the full FaZe team did manage to push in there, get that green control and push in there, but you also saw the guys from Quantic getting a great spawn over towards boxes for a while, so they were literally pushing from both sides of the map for quite a while there. Eventually, FaZe did out, and you do see Quantic getting the rest of that scrap time on there, and with only 5 minutes and 47 seconds left on the clock, the score is 85 to 74. So both teams doing some great work. Let's have a look at the scoreboard though, see what's happening overall. You do see Spacely, the guy that I said to watch out for, going 18 and 11 with 2 captures and 3 defends.
Yeah, so as Spacely gets taken out, I'm immediately going to go onto him, but going into that red hardpoint phase, had a decent lead. They were up by what, like 40-50 points, but Quantic, they were able to lock it down, and now they're close to taking the lead here, only down by 10 seconds, and Flawless, man, he's got score streaks.
Yep, he has that Hellstorm missile and that lightning strike, which he can use in a number of ways, either to try and break that middle hill if he chooses so, which I don't think he's going to really decide to do with 18 seconds
15,
to go.
so.
Yeah, exactly. It's not going to be too much of a big play if he does do that. Also, you can get the the players on the rotation, or go for that anchor player as well if you're breaking it. So there's plenty of things you can do with score streaks. It'll be interesting to see if we do use score streaks, of course, in Ghost, which I believe comes out in about 20 days' time. So Black Ops 2 is coming to an end, which is a shame because I've certainly enjoyed this. But again, Quantic getting that early rotation over towards this green hill. They do have control of it, and they are going to be able to take this lead if they do manage to control it. But Spacely tried to push in there. Unfortunately, wasn't the case. He gets a spawn over towards that back alley section, but Vengeance is on a 3 score streak in the hill, about halfway to that Hellstorm missile. That kill helps him out a bit, getting ever closer to that, and we'll see if he can pick up any streaks.
Yeah, Study's pretty close as well, but coming into this hardpoint, Quantic, they were fairly late on the rotation, but as they pushed through wood, FaZe got an unfortunate spawn all the way near the back blue house, as Quantic did pick up a couple kills in rotation. So they picked up 3. I believe it was all up to Slack during replays, I believe, to try to hold position at green, and Quantic just pushed all 4 members to that one player. They took him out to control the hardpoint. Now you see that they are acquiring some score streaks. There goes the Hellstorm missile, and they're going to be looking to get a lot of time here on the green hard point. Only 10 seconds remaining, and you see Study leading the rotation for his team, finding a couple potential kills, but doesn't pick up any. As now you see Vengeance. He's on a 5-kill spree. Was a kill away from getting those streaks, but he got taken out just short. Now you see Flawless on the other side of the map. He's the player I'm going to be looking out for here.
Yeah, let's see what work Flawless can do using this MSMT once again. And I did just see one of the players that is going to be Slack from FaZe. They're getting a horrible spawn. You do see some of the Quantic players getting that spawn over towards that garage section, as we call it, or Petrol. I think that's the call out you Americans use it. Obviously, we all have different things. Yeah, Petrol. Is that what you use it? You use Petrol. Oh, okay, so it is the same thing. I remember on a ProScrims once you just completely deciding to own Benson about what he called it and say that's a really weird call.
He called yellow
okay,
kebab.
it was yellow.
And we call it gas, not petrol. I was making fun of you too.
Oh, okay. All right, okay. So there we go. You are putting me on blast. Cheers for that. But there we go. We do see replays in control of the hardpoint right now. I need to do some work to come back into control of this, but Study manages to break it. This guy is impressing me. I haven't seen him on the Quantic lineup yet until this very match, but he's already impressing me. Obviously got big shoes to fill, taking over from Sensor, who did leave that Quantic lineup, but with only, well, less than 3 minutes on the clock, Quantic have got a reasonable lead as we do transition back over to that red hardpoint hill.
Yeah, if you don't know Study, you really should. He was on the Icons Conquer team that took out Envious twice at the same 2 different events. He got a start in Search and Destroy. Now he's one of the best competitive players you will find. But I'm watching Slack here, and Slack, he's kind of the support slayer on the team, and you can tell by his class loadout, using lightweight, no flak jacket. That tells me that he's not too worried about getting killed from grenades, because he's going to be in the opposing team's face all game long. Not really the player that you'd expect to be in the hard point all game long from FaZe. That's going to be Spacey's job. Replays will help him out there in the objective column. Slack, he's that kind of player where if he's hot, he is hot, and he's slaying everything around the map. Now you see him switching up his class once again. And I really love the heads-up play from him with switching up the class. A lot of time you'll see players, in the heat of the moment, they'll kind of forget to switch things up. But Slack, he's reacting to what Quantic is using, and that's a lot of EMP grenades. So Slack, he's had enough of getting EMP'd, switches over to hardwired, and now he doesn't have to worry about them anymore.
I think it's a good decision for a lot of players to have that kind of safe class. I certainly have it when I'm playing. I have Flak Jacket, get Hardwired on there, and Tactical Mask, and you do see him running that right now with that MSMC. So definitely a good decision. As you said, fed up with those EMPs, grenades coming in at him all the time, so he's going to be able to push in there. Let's see what work he can do. Does get contested for a second there, does get taken out. Studies on another 3 score streak. He gets taken out. That was Spacely, sorry, who took him out. He gets a 2-piece, and the scores are pretty much even between these 2 teams. You do see FaZe coming right back into this. Quantic got got some good time earlier on, but FaZe doing some work coming back into this. Only a minute left on the clock, and Revan, it's going to come down to the last hill.
And with Spacey picking up those kills inside the hard point, Replay's got the capture points. With those capture points, he was able to get a Hellstorm missile, which could help out FaZe a lot here in this final hard point, as he's just going to rotate over to the gas station. There's one player for Quantic Gaming. That's going to be Vengeance, currently inside the hard point, while Assassin is going to take over near the hay bales, but along comes Replays, finds Assassin, picks up that kill, and that one inside the hard point. Vengeance will be able to shut Replays down and immediately going to call in the Hellstorm missile. Finds one in the back alley. Can he save Huddle? Yes, he can. So we're going to switch over to Huddle as he's leading his team into the hard point, currently contested, while Quantic, they're up by around 20 seconds, and time's starting to wind down. Only 30 left on the clock. Huddle needs to pick up this kill, but here comes the grenade from Study. That's going to shut him down, and it's looking like Quantic, they may have just done it.
Oh wow, Assassin just got a crazy 2-piece there on Slack and Replays with that B23R, and as you say, Revan, it is over. Great hold there from Assassin. They held the spawns down, they got control of the hard point. He does turn and get his third kill. That is his 5th kill in a row even, and he's going to that Hellstorm missile. He is going to be able to earn that. Not that it's going to make a difference though, because FaZe are out of this game. They've lost the first hard point here on standoff. Quantic are going to be your team who take it, and they look pretty convincing there, especially towards the end there, being able to hold down those spawns, not letting FaZe get anywhere near them. And you did see, if you were watching the minimap, FaZe just kept spawning towards that back alley section over towards Granny, and that must be so frustrating.
I mean, it was such a close game throughout the entire game, but Quantic, they were able to run away there in the final hardpoint. I mean, and if you look at this scoreboard, maybe a couple kills did go in favor of Quantic, but overall, things were pretty much even, especially in the defense comm as well. But in the end, it was Quantic Gaming who came out on top. They win the first map of the best-of-7 series against FaZe, but we're going to head to a quick break. When we come back, we're going to Search and Destroy, and we're going to see if FaZe can tie things up.